Good day, lovers. How are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. And wow, my name is Hilma Daniel, by the way. Uh, what an interesting quiet story. And I just want to thank this gentleman. I wasn't gonna make this storyline, but I feel the need to say something about this man. Wow, I'm talking about Hakimi. The way he handled this soccer player, the way he handled this whole situation is just so amazing. I mean, for those that don't know, is the story that I am hearing. It's alleged that apparently the wife filed for divorce, only to find out that the guy does not, and he wanted half, more than half of the guy's assets, and only to find out that he doesn't own anything. All the assets are in the mother's name. And I'm like, can you just clap for him? Smart move. We are finding ourselves in situations whereby, really honestly, it's becoming a norm that people are marrying people for properties only. They're not really marrying one another or getting into marriages because they love one another. They're only doing it for their own personal growth. And it has become a norm nowadays that it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. And this losing in love when it comes to properties has become, it's becoming a fashion nowadays, where people are just taking people's assets through love. It's like stealing each other's assets through love. I want to thank him for being so smart. And not only do I want to thank him for being smart, I want to encourage people out there. Can we normalize marrying out of community of property? Can we normalize that? Because now we live in a world where people really, it's a challenge to find somebody that truly love you. Now you are wondering, it's always at the back of our mind that do we love one another, or is it beneficial? You get what I'm saying? So can we normalize getting married out of community of property, where we say we are getting married, but we are working together, but everybody have their own things. We are working together, but whatever we are working together for, it's for the benefit of our own children, should we pass on one day in our own family. It should be up to a person to say, I'm giving you this part of my assets or this part of my property, but it shouldn't be a thing to say we are married now, it's a 50-50, 50-50. What if you're not bringing 50 to the table? What if I am not bringing 50% to the table, and all of a sudden now at the end of the day we have to divorce tomorrow, and you are walking away with things, half of the things you didn't even work for? Look, a business, but a marriage is not a business. It's not work. You're not working there. You meet somebody and your job is only for you to love that person and grow together. This thing of being robbering one another, man, guys, we must do something about this. And it's really not a good thing to do. For as much as we are normalizing it, it's really not a good thing to do. And I thank him so much. He have woken up a lot of men, more especially men, because a lot of women are using men for assets. But I do not want to leave it out that some men are also using women for properties. But I'm just asking people to be very, very careful when it comes to these marriage arrangements. Make sure that you are not gonna lose in love. Losing in love is very, 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 very dangerous. I'm gonna make a separate video on losing in love, and just to generalize it. But as in for now, I want to put it out here that let us be careful. Let us be careful, really, because this that happened here is a wise move. Let us learn from smart people that are playing the cards right. In this life, if you are not careful, you can have it all today and lose it all tomorrow just because you loved the wrong person. It's okay if you know you did not work hard for assets? Why can't you just leave like you came? Does not matter whether it's a man or a woman, because if it was a man, then we would call him a gold digger. But because it's a woman, we are like, no, it's not the right. Whether it's a woman doing it or a man doing it, after all, we are all human beings, and we must learn to treat each other with love and care. So with this really going on, I'm like, wow, I just want to clap for him. I just want to clap for him. Well, I'm very happy. I want to read more of these stories. People, you must normalize marrying out of community of property. If the person doesn't want to marry out of community of property, then you must double check them very nicely that what's your benefit? We only have one job, to love one another. What does properties and assets have to do with our love? What does it have to do with our love? So, with that well said, let me see you in my next video, where I am going to be discussing losing in love. Because if I want to discuss losing in love only when it comes to assets, then I'm not gonna discuss any other losing in love areas whereby people need to be careful. It's not only about properties and assets. People lose themselves even in love. They lose themselves, they go crazy there. What then do we do? How then should we tackle these situations, and how then should we avoid such situations? Let me see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.